know he's gonna.
You can hear me say. He never told me how he's gonna. He never tell me just how it's gonna. I don't know it. I know he's gonna.
Help me sing. Oh, so ain't no harm to home, not quite home.
Come on and tell the Lord. Tell the Lord. I know it's gonna make a way for me. I know he's gonna. He will. I don't know how, and I sure don't know when. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, butterflies. Good morning to you. Hey, y'all. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, a.k.a. Libra Butterfly, a.k.a. Coco929. Oh, let me just get it in. Coming from the great state of Kentucky, where the horses are beautiful and the women are fast, or the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. It just depends on what you darn like. Hi, I want to send out a smooch to you, Lottie, Dottie, and every darn body. You get a smooch. You get a smooch. You get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Hey, y'all. I am out of the hospital again. I pray that, until I have to do my outpatient things, but this is the last time. Each week I do have certain procedures that I have to do, so it's not an in-hospital thing, so that's not a big deal. I'll explain everything towards the end of my process. I don't want to talk about it today. But thank you guys again. NC Girl, smooches to you. Thank you so much. And I'm still praying for you as well. And everybody else who has really, really took the time out I think it was Asia Graves and some more people. If I didn't say your name, please count it to my head and not my heart. I'm so sorry, so sorry. It doesn't mean that your prayers and your well wishes was invaluable, because they were valuable. Um, I just want to thank everybody who took the time out to, post a little prayer for me, post well wishes. I thank you guys so much. I'm trying to rebuild my strength. I will say this. I am so glad that God pointed me to herbs, because the thing was, if I had not been doing herbs, I wouldn't be here. Let that sink in. If I hadn't been doing my herbs faithfully, I wouldn't be here today. The herbs that I've been doing and building my body and all this and stuff like that is what, outside of God, we already know that, but what saved my life from what is going on. So I just want to throw that out there, okay? And I'm still on my herbs. Some herbs that we do are maintenance herbs, meaning that you take them to maintain the best quality of your life. Some herbs are to heal the body, and some herbs are to detox the body. So yeah, and I will be back into the herbs real soon. And if you find yourself needing some herbs for different things, go back through my old videos, because I did a lot of videos with different herbs and stuff, and you would be surprised what you will find under those tabs. So today I want to jump into a couple of prophetic words that I had shared with you guys. I think some of them was last year, some was this year. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to touch bases with you and really just come and love on you guys, and just tell you thank you and everything for just being who you are. You are invaluable, And thank you to all my new subbies. Smooches to you. I am just trying you all, if I can, to get to 700. Yes, of course, I eventually want 1,000. But if you all can help me get to 700, if you find some things over here that is valuable that somebody may need, please share the videos. Please tell them about my channel. I don't do drama on this channel. I don't do drama in my life, but nevertheless, I don't do drama on this channel. This channel is geared more to the building up of man and woman. What I mean by that is we talk about political things. We talk about the Bible in an educational sense, where we show up in the Bible. We dissect it. We talk about herbs and the healing of the body, things like that. We talk about Black issues, the issues that mean something to us, because we are always the neglected and forgotten nationality, so I want to make sure that we put us on the forefront. So those are the things, and sometimes that we talk about, and the issues that plague us, women's issues, men's issues, parenting issues, children's issues, health issues, where we're concerned. So this is geared to, and like I said, and you will get a lot of spiritual things from me every day, because that's what I built my life on. Okay. Not trying to recruit nobody to believe what I believe. This is just what I do. So anyway, I just want to say that. So prophetically, y'all, let me get to the main thing I want to say. This year, and I think I stressed this last year, towards the end, about 2023, but I felt led this morning to reiterate this. This year is the year of silence, meaning that if you're doing something and it's not quite complete yet, don't speak on it. You speak on it after it's done. I hope y'all get that. This year is the year of silence. Whatever you're creating, whatever you're having the works, you don't want to speak too soon until it's complete. Okay. there is a lot of spiritual activity that's going to take place this year. And I think I started telling you all that last year. That 2023 would be the year of supernatural activity. Okay. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be revealed regarding supernatural activity. Okay. Um, and you have to pay attention. Also, I told y'all when something is about to emerge, they start making movies about it. And I told you guys last year that in 2023, you will start seeing more AI. What is AI, Creole? AI is artificial intelligence. Now, one of the biggest artificial intelligence movies that's out is called Megan. And if you look at that movie, the previews of the movie, that AI looks almost human. Okay, so when it comes to a movie and it comes out in a movie, that means it's already done in society. Don't think that they're going to do it. No, it's already done. It's already in place. We just don't know it. So, and I think I did a prophetic update on that at the beginning of 2022. I told you all some things that I had saw and reference you back to those things so you could see for yourself about AI and some of the celebrities. Okay, so moving on. Just be aware. Like I said, I wanted to stress that any big things that you are creating and happen to come out, any business deals or things like that. Cause see me, y'all, my heart is so filled with joy. And I have a light heart. So a lot of people have dark hearts. I have a light heart. And I like to share. I like to say, you know what, y'all, guess what happening? This is what I'm doing. I like to share. But you got to realize that when you do share, not everybody shares your enthusiasm. Not everybody can care about what you're doing. And then you have a lot of people that are saying that, oh, yeah, they'll clap you up. But then behind, they're hoping that it fails. And we'll be speaking that it fails. Like, some things get delayed. They never get denied. And this year, you don't want certain things delayed. Okay. And I always like to use this Bible verse. It says, all things are lawful, but not expedient. It may be okay for you to say whatever, but it may not be the right time. And a lot of times we speak out of turn. We say stuff and we don't realize it's not the time to say it. And then we wonder why it got delayed or it looks like it's on the back burner because we were zealous in our speech. We said things that wasn't time to be said. Okay. I had already told you guys to watch the Gov. Okay. I said you will start hearing a lot of nonsense coming from there. One of the things that is moving and you all's president said he's going to sign off on is that you can't have a gas stove. I paused there for a minute. It's like, is there not any other immediate things that you can be focused on right now, whether Americans have a gas stove or not? It's y'all, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see how many chefs, all these chefs that love gas stoves and all this stuff. I'm gonna see how many of them speak up because that's just another form of control. See, a lot of people are not gonna see anything wrong with that. They're not. But again, that's another form of control. You're gonna control what I use to cook my food. Really? Yeah, Lord Jesus. My gosh in heaven. I'm like, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. So, okay. We're gonna see how this plays out. We're gonna see how this plays out. Um, be on the lookout again, y'all. God is not happy right now with some of these leaders. Some of these leaders have been bought by the highest bidder, and they're not speaking from the heart of God. So don't get wrapped up in who all these name brand, name it and claim it preachers are and stuff like that. No, I'm not anti-preacher because I'm one myself. So it's like talking against me, But I do have to call out the shenanigans, the shedang dang, the stooky. Because a lot of people listen to a lot of things. And a lot of things that people believe is not true. A lot of things that some of these high name brand preachers, the ones that's in the forefront, is saying is not true. And most of them don't speak the truth because they've been bought. And they can't come out and tell you guys truth, thus said the Lord, because they'll lose their funding. See, you get somebody like me that know that if it wasn't for God, I still wouldn't be here. I don't care, whatever, because God got me. And He going to make sure I'm okay. That's how I've always rolled. That's how I'm rolling now. That's who I am. I don't care nothing about the funds with it and all this and stuff. You ain't got enough money to buy me because I can't be bought. See. Let me address this. I'm just one, y'all. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I don't know how to pretend and be nobody else. I've never learned that. What you see is what you get. I'm always the lady who, even dealing with any man, I can't be number two. I got to be number one. That's how I carry myself in my life. I'm number one. I didn't learn how to be a side piece. I don't know how to do. Now, have I tried to do that because of certain situations? Yeah, I did, and I didn't know how to act. I was the side piece that was number one. So it's in me. Oh yeah, I've had a life, y'all. Don't sit up and act like not you, girl. Y'all done heard some of my life. I wrote 3 books. Go get them. I mean, come on, quit playing. I tell everything. I don't hold nothing back because of who you see now. But I had to be those people to be here now, to pull some other women out of some foolery, some tomfoolery. I'm just open and honest with my life. That's the difference. A lot of people hold it back like, nah, I can't tell this. People judge me. Girl, I've been judged all my life. I don't care what you think about me. Why would I care what man thinks about me when God sees all? That's what some of y'all need to put in your everyday walk with God. When you go to work, when you're driving to work, when you somewhere and you don't think nobody see what you're doing, you really need to say this to yourself. What does it matter if man meaning woman and man, okay? What does it matter if man sees what I'm doing? I knows what I'm doing when God sees everything. So who are you more afraid of? What man will see or what God sees? When you make that distinction like that, some of the stuff that you do, you won't do no more. And your life will be better because you'll realize that the one who holds your tomorrow sees everything. Now let's talk about demonic activity. Okay. So let me tell y'all something. And this is really getting ready to get deep, 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 deep. And I've told y'all this once before, but this is really getting ready to get deep, 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 deep. Okay. So put your deep ears on, open up, and let's talk. Let's get into it. I'm going to tell y'all something that happened to me. Okay. I have to tell y'all this. I hear you guys. I have to tell y'all this so y'all understand. Okay, so y'all know I lost my beloved king, my husband, my best friend. Y'all know I lost him September 13th, 2021. Okay, and I lost him due to COVID complications. So the last time, I told you I'm going to get real, 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 so I hope y'all hear, okay? The last time I had sexual fellowship with my husband was in August of 2021. Okay, so we are now in January 2023. No man has touched, rubbed, sucked, dug, screwed, nothing with me. So you count the months, okay? And I've been good with that. Trust me, I've been good with that. Okay. I have been healing my heart, healing my mind, because I like a lot of people. Let me say this, and I know people like she always talk about her deceased husband because that was my best friend. Okay, he wasn't just my husband. He wasn't just my king. He was my best friend. See, a lot of marriages, they marry, but they're not friends. See, that's the difference. Me and him were friends 30 years. 30, count them. Not 10, not 20, not 3, 30. You don't just get to a point where, oh, okay, he's deceased and I don't grieve. Let's move on. No, that was my friend. So I'm sorry that, that bothers you that I talk about I talk about my deceased husband the way that I do. Okay, sorry. Maybe this ain't the channel for you, and that's okay. That's okay. We still love you, but maybe you need to find something that's best for you. Okay? Because until I feel like it, until I don't want to anymore, let's put it like that, I'm going to talk about him. See how that works? Okay, moving forward. So anyway, you all know, like I said, since 2021, and you can count the months. So the enemy, the evil one, has been really, really, really trying to get me. Okay, y'all, and that's the truth. The evil one has really been trying to put my glasses on. Has been trying to get me. Oh, they dirty. Coco. Girl, how you gonna see all these smuts? Wait a minute, child. Let me clean these glasses. And I know y'all like, she's got a lot of energy at 3 something in the morning because I just woke up. My sleeping patterns is all over the place, okay? I woke up at 1:30, got up, ate my food that my daughter got me on the way home from the hospital. Well, I ate some of it. I didn't eat all of it. And drunk me some coffee. And voila, I'm up. And I'll probably go back to sleep about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll sleep probably until 11:30. And then I'm up. It's weird. I got to get a hold of my sleeping patterns though. I really do, because I'm all messed up. I'm all messed up, y'all. So, and that's what happens when you're in the hospital, because you in the hospital bed, hooked up to IVs and all this and stuff, and they come in at every ungodly hour, and we need to do this. Good morning. You be like, good morning. You look at the clock, you half woke. So yeah, your sleeping patterns just be all over the place, right? So any chew. Okay. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. All right. So demonic activity, that's what I'm talking about. And you got to realize the ministers and spiritual people that you're talking to, right? One of my things that I am gifted in is demonic activity, meaning that, and I know a lot of you, I don't believe in this, you don't know about this, but it is what it is. So one of the things that my ministry focus on is deliverance. Okay, if you don't know anything about it, I'll talk to you about that some other time. I did do a video a long time ago on my channel about deliverance, but we'll talk about that some other time. Okay. So just bear with me, go with me, because I think you're going to find this interesting. So I was like I said, the enemy has really been trying to take me out. If you haven't noticed, I've been in the hospital 3 times so far since right after Thanksgiving. And I just came home yesterday. 3 times. Okay. That's the most I've ever been in the hospital. Okay. And that's because God has ordained me to be a mouthpiece for him and some other stuff. And without getting into a whole lot of things that God has opened up for me, just know. So what he wants to do, he wants to shut my mouth. That's basically it. He wants to shut me down and shut my mouth. And the reason why he wants to shut me down and shut my mouth is because I'm obedient to what my Father God is telling me to do. And then 2, because it's an impact being made. Okay. So He doesn't mess with those he already have. If you're wondering why everybody else gets attacked and you don't, or why, and I'm talking about the people that's really trying to live right and do what God say, they get attacked all the time and they go through all the time, and you be like, I ain't going through like it. I wonder why. Because you don't belong to God. See, the devil don't mess with his own people. Okay, boom. Anywho, I got that from my daughter. She go, boom. And I be cracking up. I think it's so cute. My daughter turned 20 out on the 10th. And happy birthday, KK. That's my youngest grandchild. Today is her birthday. Also on today, 5 years. Y'all, this is how this. I'm gonna get back to the story. I'm just gonna do a C-line real quick. A sidebar rather, real quick. I think my granddaughter is 5 today. KK's 5. So that means 5 years ago, believe it or not, while KK was being delivered, my auntie was leaving this earth. It was wow. My auntie was in the hospital. She was dying on January the 12th. And my daughter was delivering my granddaughter on January the 12th at the same exact time. I was like, that is so spiritual. It's spooky. Yeah. So happy birthday, KK, and we miss you, Aunt Vicky. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. And on that day, I remember, y'all, it was ice and snow everywhere. My husband and I was driving to the hospital, and this man, he had many talents. Boy, he could maneuver that car on ice and snow, man. And we got up there. It was freezing, but we got in, and they led us up to the room because my daughter wanted us there while she delivered and everything. She was like, oh, I need my mama. So, and that wasn't her first child, but every delivery, she needed her mama, okay? So, and I was right there like Johnny on the spot. I'm here, baby. Let's do it, And her husband's like, hey, moms, I knew you was on your way, and all this and stuff. So it's funny. But anyway, y'all, back to the story. So, I was in the bed. Okay, this was today before I left the hospital. They'd already told me they was going they said, you getting out of the hospital today? I said, yeah. And they said, well, when you ready to leave, we'll bring your stuff in here. And I said, okay, my daughter will be here to pick me up. I told them what time and all this and stuff. And so I laid back in the bed because I knew it wasn't time for me to go yet. I had a couple of hours. So I'm like, let me get a nap in. So I lays back in the bed, okay? And I goes to sleep. Now, between self-conscious, between being my conscious realm and sleep realm, there was some activities trying to happen. And I'm telling y'all this for two reasons. One, for y'all to be aware, and two, because somebody else has experienced this and they don't know what's going on. So in my sleep, I was at a place that I've never been. And while being at this place, it was weird. And I was doing something, and this person approached me. And they came towards me as a friend. Hear me. They came towards me as a friend. And as a friend, I had begun to lay my guards down. But the person had another motive. The person really came to me for a sexual need. Y'all hear me, right? So, from giving me a hug, listen to what I'm saying. From giving me a hug, this is in my dream, right? The person was hugging me, but took their hand and put it down in between my legs to rub me. And at first, my body start to try to respond. And then I realized how inappropriate that was. And I was maneuvering the person away from me, pushing their hand and pushing them away from me. And they kept on trying, because now I done got their hand and stuff away from me. They kept on trying to hug me even closer, to get even closer to me, so they can get what they needed from me. And I fought them away from me. Not beat them up, but just pushed and kept pushing away. And I said, no, don't touch me like that. So the person decides, well, if she tells people what I did, they're going to look at me funny. So I'm going to tell it. So this person in this dream gets on social media and start trying to say, she wanted me. Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. She wanted me. And this is why this happened. And this is why this happened. And blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, let me tell y'all. First of all, be careful who embrace you. Be careful why they embrace you. What's the motive? Be careful of wolves in sheep's clothing. And this year, we will see a lot of that, especially the first 6 months. A lot of things will be revealed. A lot of things that you thought was one way, it's going to come a whole nother way, and it's going to shock the bejeebus out of you all. Be careful. Some of you all need to re-examine friendships. Because a lot of times people are your friends not because they want to be, but because it's a benefit for them. And also they want something from it. A lot of you all have people that are friends with you that are in love with you. Did she say that? Yes, she did. A lot of you all have friends of the same sex. Let me make it clear. Are people that's connected to you of the same sex. And the reason why they are is because they really want a relationship with you. And they're really doing things behind the scenes, demonically, to try to make that happen. I can tell you, I hear people saying, I want her, make her fall in love with me. I want her, make her fall in love with me. I want her, make her fall in love with me. They are actually doing affirmations to make things like that happen. That's why you should always pray. And what's so funny, the people that's doing it, most of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them really don't know they're doing anything wrong. They really don't. They don't know that the enemy or the evil one is using them to do that. They don't know that they're doing anything wrong. It's so natural to them, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Some women see other women online that they really want to be with in a sexual way. That every time you online, because this is a computer. Unless you got your live screen on or your webcam, you might see what you're doing, but I'm telling you, there is certain women that when they come on YouTube and they do their live, there are women that listens to them that be jacking off, not jacking off, but masturbating while the woman is on live. Because they want this woman so much. And that gives them that extra, and that feeds that spirit that they have. That's demonic. Mm-hmm. There is men that be online that see a woman that they like. They don't tell nobody, but they in love with these women for real, and they really in their heart they're in love with these women. They have this thing with these women. When they see these women online, they jacking out while the woman online. because they feel like that's an intimacy with them, that their woman belongs to them and nobody else. Yeah, this thing is real. It's real. And they're speaking too. Make her fall in love with me. Make her want me. Make her fall in love with me. That's my lover. That's my this. That's my that. They speaking it out and they speaking it into the atmosphere, trying to bring the person to them. Don't let her love nobody else. Don't let her fall for nobody else. Don't let her want nobody else. Don't let her see nobody else. Let her just want me. Let her see me. Don't just they rather for you to be by yourself than to find love or something somewhere else if it does not include them. But here's the thing. They're not even really ready to even be in a relationship. They have what you call a phantom relationship, a fantasy relationship, and they live in the phantom in the fantasy world, and that's good for them. Where you may live in the reality, they live in a fantasy and a phantom. So this world right here is so much real to them, and they're okay with that. They'll never come out of the fantasy, out of phantom reality to walk into the realness. So in other words, they'll try to hold you into their world and don't ever want you to be in the reality. That's real. That's real. So I want you all to be careful with that. Be careful, and be careful who you tell things to. Like I said, this year is about silence. Even the ones you trust, you got to kind of let's skim through it. I'm serious. The enemy is not above using anybody he can to get what he wants. Some of y'all, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just saying, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. This is the year to use discernment. If you do not have it, ask God for it. It is freely given. This is the year to get to know God. Because what I see coming this year, prophetically through the eyes of me, a prophet, what I see coming this year, even though we're going to have some good stuff, baby, the evil one, and God is going to allow a whole lot of things to transpire because I told y'all last year was decision year. Last year you had to make a decision. This year is the year of transition, meaning that whatever decision you ended with last year, you had to make a decision before you came into this year. It's going to be manifest this year. And for those who didn't make a decision, I told you when you don't make a decision, you really made one. You will see people go through, but those who made a decision, they forgot I live and forgot I die, and it's whatever he has that I want, you're going to see them come out like, you're going to be like, well, how they get, and how they, and what, yeah. Like I told y'all last year, I said towards the end of the year, gas prices going to go down. But during this year, they're going to be high them up. But towards the end of the year, you're going to see them drop. What happened? December, what they do? Drop. Inflation is high, but towards, I want to say July, maybe August of 2023, you will see them start to bring down different prices of different things. You will see that. You'll also start seeing more houses because I told y'all we're going to have a housing crash. I told y'all. And I know people don't believe it, but we are. When I told those of you who were selling your home, I told you need to go ahead and sell your home if you're going to sell it because this is a seller's market. We are getting ready to embark on a buyer's market where it's going to be so cheap. We are going to see a housing crash again. Yeah, that's all. And don't forget to start your day out, y'all. When you get up in the morning, just telling God thank you. And don't forget also, when you get up in the morning, drink you at least an 8-ounce bottle or glass of spring water. That should be the first thing you drink. It shouldn't be coffee, shouldn't be tea. Water will lubricate your organs on the inside and get your mind going. It was something I wanted to say about the children. Um, I will be back. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow. I don't want to push myself, but I will be back. There is a herb. Anybody's children that's dealing with ADHD or ADD or even autism, there is a herb that you can start giving your kids that will help reverse the curse. Yeah, I know I deal in facts and not fiction. Y'all better hear me. So I will be back. We're gonna do that one, and you all just watch as well as pray. Watch as well as pray. Walk in silence. Keep your head up. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. No matter how big, how small, no matter how dark, how light, no matter how big your lips are, how big your nose are, how small they are, how big your forehead is, teeth, no teeth. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are. You're beautiful. Embrace all of you, whether you're light skinned, dark skinned, it does not matter. Do not compare your looks with other people's. God designed you the way that you are. Love yourself, embrace yourself, and look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Thank you, God, for making me." I told y'all, my illness over the years has messed up my hair. And I got patches where my illness and the medication just took my hair out. So I'm getting ready to shave my head completely bald. Shout out to D. Ramsey, Lotus Flower. Hey, girl. I see you bald headed over there, girl. Embrace it. I'm trying to told you. I'm trying to told you. Shout out to D Mother Scootin' Ramsey for living her dang blessed life. Man, she has been scrutinized on this social media apparatus like nobody's business. I don't even know if this woman gonna hear this. It don't matter. But real knows real. And I'm so excited for her journey. It ain't none of my business what's going on in her marriage life, whether it's bad or good. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. D. Ramsey, shout you out, boo bird. Honey, Miss D. Ramsey is doing the thing. She is living the life. Her kids are grown. I think they married. They on their own or whatever. Honey, I think her husband is a truck driver. And honey, Miss D. Ramsey, she retired. She sold her properties, honey, banked that money, and like who? I'm ready to do me. Sure did, honey. She said, I'm ready to do me. And she has traveled. She has camped. Now she has bought a house in Mexico, New Mexico. Now she's living in New Mexico, honey. Miss Thang said it's time to do something different. She cut them dreads off her head, honey, and now she's bald headed. Who? Miss D. Ramsey said, y'all can keep looking. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on watching me while I live my best life. And it's so ironic. I don't know. People feel like the woman is going through and all this and all. I don't know nothing about that. All I know is she's living her life. She's doing what she wants to do. And I shout her out for that. Anytime I see a sister that has embraced who she is and she's living the way she wants to live, honey, kudos. Shout out to Mother Scootin' Tita. Mama Scootin' Tita talks, y'all. Y'all know that's my baby. Y'all already know that's my baby. So don't even act surprised on that. But I shout this woman out with all love and sincerity. Mama Tita lives her life, honey. She lives it, honey, naked and unashamed. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And my heart, I love some Mama Tita. I swear I do. Because she is naked and unashamed too. Do y'all see this theme I'm going for? She is naked and unashamed too. Mama Tita will tell you about herself. She don't care what y'all think. She don't care what y'all think. She keeps her head up high. She do her. She tells about being a heroin addict, honey, or whatever. Heroin or crack. I don't want to put no drug on her, but it wasn't her. It's a choice. She tell you about all that, honey. Who? She walks it in. She talks it. Loves some Mama Tita. Do you hear me? Loves some Mama Tita. So I love real. Loves real. I tell y'all, and I just be looking at these women, and I do drop down in Mama Tita's all the time when I can, and I support her. I support, I look at D Ramsey too, Miss Lotus Flower. I go over and look at her too. I don't drop down all the time because most of the time when she's on, I can't, but I go over and look at her too and see what her latest adventure is, and vicariously sometimes live through her adventures that she's doing. Cause see, I'm in that boat right now. I'm actually in that boat. All of my children are grown. Okay. All of them are grown. And it's just me now. Like, yeah, I know my husband's deceased. It's just me now. So once I get a handle on this health situations, ain't no telling what Coco gonna do. It's not. It's no telling what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna like I have been living my life, but I got into this health situation because of me putting everybody before me. Yeah. That's basically it. And not taking time out for my own self, but trying to help everybody else. So once you know what caused you to spiral, you can change it. And I've been changing it. I've been putting me in the forefront. And that's going to stay that way, So once I get a handle of all of this and stuff, and the Lord allows, baby, I'm going to be very much in line with what God wants, but I'm going to do me. I am. I'm going to do me to the highest level. Whatever that is, I don't even know what it is. I'm not planning anything. It's just going to happen, But when I see people who live in their best life for them, even if it's not what I would choose, because it's not my life, it's their life. So I respect them in their life choices, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome. How many people have always said, once these kids get grown, I'm going to do me, and you still not doing you? I'll wait. A lot of people said, once my kids get grown, I'm out. I'm going to take a cruise. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to do this. And you still doing the same routine every day. Kids been grown, but you still doing the same routine. Miserable, but you still doing the same routine because it's what's expected of you. It takes a lot to go against the curve. It takes a lot to go against the norm, what people will see as norm. Because people start saying you crazy. They will. Oh, something wrong with her. She done lost her mind. What's wrong? Okay, well, if that's what you think, So I'm just, like I said, I'm just one to see, I know how that feels, and I will say this, D Ramsey, I know how it feels somewhat because I walk to my own drum too. People have always said something wrong with me because I do me to the highest level. Whatever that is for me, I do me. So people be like, I would have never did that. As you, I did. It worked for me because I'm the best person to tell about me. So y'all, it's it's weird. Like I said, when you don't do what the status quo or what everybody else is doing, when you don't follow the leader. I'm a leader. So I'm always going to do what's right for me. I'm always going to kick against the prick. Everybody could be going right. I'll be the one to go left. Like, I don't trust people like that. Too many people doing the same thing ain't always good. That means somewhere, somehow, yeah, No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'll say this too. See. Oh Lord, today. Cause see, here's the thing. I really don't watch everybody. No, I'm not trying to be like this other content creator that says he don't watch everybody. I really don't. I guard my eye gates. I'm gonna say shout out to Robbie Privilege. I'll say that because I love the panels that she be having, and I don't always get to get over there, but when I do, it be very very interesting. It does, and she is so knowledgeable about different things, and I try to support people who are intelligent and march to their own beat, and she marches to her own beat too. That's why I support her. She marches to her own beat, seriously, and everything. It was somebody else just hit my spirit. Now I'm connected as far as YouTube to different people. Like I've subbed to a whole lot of people. Not a whole lot. Actually, to be honest, I think I've only subbed to 10 people. Cause everybody don't say stuff I like, so I ain't gonna give you all that. And that's the truth. I might drop in and look at you, go, oh, okay, and then go on about my business. Cause that's my business. What else? And a whole lot of stuff I just ain't into. Like I told y'all, what brought me on YouTube was dang, her name just skipped my mouth. She cussed and cooked all the time, and she's deceased now. Uh, Dang, gone black woman, and she got a son named Travis, and Travis has taken over her channel. She used to cook and cuss all the time. She's the one who brought me on YouTube. I used to she reminds me of my auntie who's like my mom, I told y'all. She reminds me of her. Every 2 words is a cuss word. And I mean, so, I came on YouTube because of her. Then as I began to follow her, I bumped into Fababe at 5 something in the morning, sometimes around 4 something, sipping coffee from Chicago. And I started looking at her from the bushes. Well, not the bushes, I was actually in the clouds, looking at her sipping coffee and stuff. And everything. And then I started, every now and then dropping Dale. I wouldn't say too much, but I would drop Dale. And then I found Jay Wilson. And after that, who else did I find? I think the next person I found after Jay Wilson was Sean Bradley. Because I think Jay Wilson kind of led me to Sean Bradley's channel. And then Sean Bradley landed me to Spiller Boy TV. And so that's how I started making. No, I take it back. That's a lie. That's a lie. It was Fababe. It was Jay Wilson. It was Spiller Boy TV. Then it was Sean Bradley. That's how that went. Cause I went up on the Spiller Boy TV a little bit more than I did Jay Wilson, because he was at the time, I think he was coming on a little bit more. So that's how that went. Like I said, I still don't know. I didn't even know anything about a beef sector until I started hearing the different things on different people's platform. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a sector. Okay, wow. So yeah. Yep. Auntie Fee. That's it. Auntie Fee. That's who I came on. That's who brought me to YouTube. Auntie Fee. Yes, sir. She used to cuss her butt off while she was cooking. It's like Tavis. I always knew how to get her to cuss on TV. It's like Tavis always would get his mama upset. She would say, "Get over here, Tavis." He's like, "I am." She said, "Damn it, Tavis." I mean, I love me some Auntie Fee. I hate she's gone. Rest in power, Auntie Fee. I promise you, I would look at her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I would look at her to see how many cuss words she would say. She was herself, Yeah, so just like when I need a laugh, for real, when I really, really need a laugh, I'll pull up a It's Me QB video, and I fast forward until I hear him laugh. And when I hear QB laugh, it just does something to me. And his laugh is so infectious. It just does something to me. And I mean, he laughs too. I love his laugh. I love QB's laugh. So yeah, if I'm really like in the dumps or whatever, and I'm searching YouTube, I don't search too hard. I'd be like, let me just pull up It's Me QB and find him laughing. And that just brings me out of it. It just brings me out of my funk. I just love his laugh, and everything. So, and he be tripping me out. He go, wonk, wonk, wonk. Oh, Lord, today. So, yes, y'all. I mean, everybody goes in their favorite people's rooms for whatever. And I know a lot of people come on YouTube to escape reality. And I know a lot of people to escape reality, they like to go to, drama-filled rooms out of the mess. And there's nothing wrong with it. If you like what you like, you do what you like. You know what I'm saying? But you should have a balance of everything. You just should. Most intelligent people do have a balance. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to give you guys the update and everything. And I know I'm missing something. I feel it. I'm missing something I was supposed to tell y'all. So that's why I'm still talking, because I'm missing it. It's something that has dropped that I'm supposed to tell you guys about. Oh, I'm going to reiterate this. Credit union. If you have not opened up a credit union account, you should. And also, if you don't have $200 in cash at home, you should. You should do that expeditiously, in my TI voice. Expeditiously. You heard me? Dude, you heard me. Expeditiously. Okay. So anybody going to work this morning, may God cover you going, coming, and while you're there. And may the Lord make sure that he shines upon you. And may the Lord also activate your angels to protect you. And period, anybody who's at home, may God place his angels at every entrance of your home to protect you with the golden sword. That no hurt, harm, or danger comes to you. In matchless Jesus' name. All right, y'all. This has been Creole Butterfly. Just giving you an update and just telling you that I love you. And no matter what your test is, always, always, always do your best. All right, y'all. I'm out. Smooches. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.